Step 5. Get dressed in your workout clothes. Last but not least, get dressed in your exercise clothes so you're ready to leave your bedroom and immediately engage in your miracle morning. Some people prefer to start their day by jumping into the shower, but I believe we should earn our morning shower by breaking a sweat first. Morning exercise is crucial to maximizing your potential because it puts you into a peak mental, physical, and emotional state so you can win the day. We'll cover exercise in more depth in the next chapter. It only takes about 5 minutes to execute these 5 simple steps, and when you do, your wake up motivation level should naturally be at a 5 or 6. At that point, it requires much less discipline to stay awake for your miracle morning. If you were to try and make that commitment at the time your alarm clock went off while you were at a 1, it would be a much more difficult decision to make. Here is a quick review of the 5-step snooze-proof wake-up strategy to make it significantly easier to wake up and stay awake. 1. Set your intentions the night before. This is the most important step. Remember, your first thought in the morning is usually the last thought you had before bed. So, take responsibility for creating genuine excitement for the next morning every night before bed. 2. Keep your alarm clock across the room. Remember, movement creates energy. 3. Brush your teeth. Use a mouthwash for extra oomph. 4. Drink a full glass of water. Hydrate yourself ASAP. 5. Get in your workout clothes. Earn your AM shower. Miracle Morning bonus wake-up tips. Keep in mind that although this strategy has proven to be work for thousands of people, these 5 steps are not the only way to make waking up in the morning easier. Here are a few other tips I've heard from fellow Miracle Morning practitioner. TMM bedtime affirmation. If you haven't done this yet, you can make a minute now to go to miracle.com and download the re-energizing intention setting Miracle Morning bedtime affirmations for free. Set a timer for your bedroom lights. One of our Miracle Morning community members sets his bedroom lights on a timer. You can buy an appliance timer online or at your local hardware store. As his alarm goes off, the lights come on in the room. What a great idea! It's a lot easier to fall back asleep when it's dark. So, having the lights come on tells your mind and body that it's time to wake up. Regardless of whether or not you use a timer, be sure to turn your light on first thing when your alarm goes off. Set a timer for your bedroom heater. Another fan of the Miracle Morning said that in the winter she kept a bedroom heater on an appliance timer set to go off 15 minutes before she woke up. She kept it cold at night, but warm for waking up so that she wouldn't be tempted to crawl back under her cover to avoid the cold. She said, It made a huge difference. Feel free to add to or customize your snooze-proof wake-up strategy. And if you have any tips you're open to sharing, I'd love to hear them. Please feel free to contact me directly in the Miracle Morning community at miraclemorning.com. It's all about having an effective, predetermined, step-by-step strategy to increase your waking up motivation level in the morning. Don't wait to try this. Start tonight by reading the Miracle Morning Bedtime Affirmation, moving your alarm clock across the room, setting a glass of water on your nightstand, and committing to the other 2 steps for the morning. The Lifesaver 6 practices guaranteed to save you from a life of fulfillment potential. Chapter 6. Stressed, overwhelmed, frustrated, unfulfilled, blah. These are a few unpleasant words that provide a rather unfortunate but fairly accurate description of how the average person feels about his or her life far too often. You and I are undoubtedly living in one of the most prosperous, advanced time in human history, with more opportunities and resources available to us than ever before. Yet, most of us aren't tapping into the unlimited potential that is within every single one of us. I'm not okay with that. Are you? The potential gap. Have you ever felt like the life you want to live and the person you know you can be are just beyond your grasp? Do you ever feel like you are chasing your potential? You know it's there, you can see it, but you can never quite catch it. When you see people who are excelling in an area that you are not, does it seem like they've got it all figured out? Like they must know something that you don't know, because if you knew it, then you'd be excelling in that area too. Most of us live our lives on the wrong side of a huge gap into our potential, a gap which separates who we are from who we can become. We are often frustrated with ourselves, our lack of consistent motivation, effort, and results in one or more areas of life. We spend too much time thinking about the action we should be taking to create the result that we want, but then we just don't consistently do what we know. Can you relate? This potential gap varies in size from person to person. You may feel like you are very near your current potential and that a few tweaks could make all the difference. Or you might feel the opposite, like your potential is so far away from who you've been that you don't even know where to start. Whatever the case is for you, know that it is absolutely possible and attainable for you to live your life on the right side of your potential gap and become the person you are capable of becoming. Whether you are currently sitting on the wrong side of the Grand Canyon of your potential, wondering how you are going to get to the other side, or you've been working your way across the canyon, but are stuck at a plateau and haven't been able to close that gap and get to the next level. This chapter will introduce you to 6 tools that will enable you to go from where you are, accepting less from yourself than what you know is possible, to developing yourself into the person you know you can become. Your life is not what you think it is. Most of us are so busy trying to manage, maintain, or even just survive our life situation that we don't make the time to focus on what's most important, our life. What's the difference? Our life situation is the set of external circumstances, events, people, and places that surround us. It's not who we are. We are more than our life situation. Your life is who you are at the deepest level. Your life is made up of the internal components, attitudes, and mindsets that can give you the power to alter, enhance, or change your life situation at any given moment. Your life is made up of the physical, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual parts that make up every human being's, or PIES for short. PIES for short. The physical includes things like your body, health, and energy. The intellectual incorporates your mind, intelligence, and thoughts. The emotional takes into account your emotions, feelings, and attitudes. The spiritual includes intangibles such as your spirit, soul, and the unseen higher power that oversees all. Your life is where your ability to create new feelings, perspectives, beliefs, and attitudes in your inner world lies, so that you can create or alter the circumstances, relationships, results, and anything else in the external realm of your life situation. As many sages have taught us, our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. By focusing time and effort each day on developing your pies and constantly becoming a better version of yourself, your life situation will inevitably improve, almost automatically. I can assure you that through my own transformative journey, from the depths of mediocrity, justifying my excuses and living most areas of my life somewhere in between mediocre and average, to achieving goals that at one time seemed impossible for me, your commitment to daily personal development will be as instrumental for your transformation as it was for mine.